Students from across Europe have sent letters imploring top United Nations and European Union officials to stop hiding science about global collapse and finally come clean about the perils of out-of-control human consumption and planet-warming emissions.
Here's a summary of the article.
Students from across Europe have sent letters imploring top United Nations and European Union officials to stop hiding science about global collapse and finally come clean about the perils of out-of-control human consumption and planet-warming emissions. The students, who represent 24,500 children from the Scuola Europea international schools and whose parents include personnel of key EU institutions, charge that the UN has failed to reveal to the public the undisputed scientific realities that nothing meaningful has been, is, or is intended to be done to prevent unsustainable development, including climate change, from inevitably resulting in global social and economic collapse. Specifically, the letter's signees are calling on leading global institutions publicize UN objectives on sustainable development and climate stabilization, and the international community's failure to meet those objectives. Quote, "The UN General Assembly, in turn, passed a resolution calling on member states and UN bodies to pursue sustainable development. In 1992, all UN member states adopted the Framework Convention on Climate Change, a treaty stating that the ultimate objective of all signatories is the stabilization of greenhouse gas concentrations in the atmosphere at a level that would prevent dangerous anthropogenic interference with the climate system. On behalf of students across Europe, they demand that UN and EU bodies keep our future uncompromised with another 5,000 years of civilizations and inform the public of crucial scientific findings immediately by prominently including them in organization publications and websites. As part of the requested details on global failures to meet sustainable development and climate stabilization objectives, the students want these institutions to publicize national per capita responsibility for objective failures and collapse."
This post received a score of 46,547, with an upvote ratio of 84%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
They should go on to admit that from their point of view, there will never be a right time or amount to cut, and this would mean collapse is inevitable, our future destroyed. If world leaders had the responsibility and self-awareness necessary to admit that, we wouldn't be in this shitty position to begin with.
The world leaders work together to ban CFCs to reduce the ozone hole. Why can't they work together on climate change? Why are humans so short-sighted and greedy?
I know the guy who chaired those negotiations. A crucial aspect was that the USA had just developed economical substitutes for CFCs, so was happy to throw its weight behind a global ban. Yeah, there's always another reason, usually a way to profit, unfortunately.
The biggest changes always come from profit. Only individuals make idealistic decisions. And #X200B. Make preserving the environment profitable and it'll fix itself.
Agreed. And call me a rebel, but I hope when the change comes, it comes with many more changes. Global resource-based economy would be a major change to help drive all the others.
The global economy is already resource-based. I assume you mean Zeitgeist's definition, which is basically Marxism with AI. In reality, a post-scarcity economy will naturally emerge as the cost of production drops from automation. A negative income tax would be a good way to ensure the structurally unemployed can still benefit from technological progress.
Post-scarcity emerged 200 years ago. The current world situation is just a distribution problem that the powerful are not looking to fix.
Reminder that it's not just a matter of people need to stop consuming so much. Opening square bracket. Opening square bracket. Opening square bracket. Sometimes it really is the government and corporations that need to get it together.
Earth strike.
Thanks for this.
It's important. Maybe the most important thing we'll ever do.
Well, we could have had 100% emission-free energy by now, if people were to come to their senses about nuclear energy. But no, people are afraid of nuclear power, because radiation has ever killed about 100 people in total. Edit, I exaggerated that number a bit. As people have correctly pointed out, if we include indirect deaths the number is probably a few thousand, not 100, which is still much better than all other energy sources. Opening square bracket.
I mean, obviously, why would we risk tens of thousands dying in an extremely unlikely scenario in order to save the world from doom? If people can't reason from the beginning, they won't be reasoning at the conclusion. Edit, from this very thread. Why can't the government spend $1 billion on solar and wind to save us? Nuclear energy is expensive, more expensive than solar. We shouldn't do that. I heard in 1978 it was very dangerous. What an out the waste?
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.